again about the Enterprise?
The Enterprise D I made while I was a senior in high school. It was the big science fiction show at the time, and this is the model that Ertl made back in the early 90s, and I made this and entered it in one of the high school shows, and it won first place because of all the detail. I painted each one of the separate windows, silver windows, on the top and the bottom. Okay. We'll go downstairs and I'll take you to my Star Wars collection. Here is Tennessee's largest Star Wars collection.
Alright.
Start over here. I'll just take you around the room and show you some of the highlights. Just stick to the toys, basically.
Yeah, I mean, if there's other stuff that's like really outstanding, then we can do that too. But the focus is going to be the toys. So.
Okay, I'm trying to pick out some of the toys because I have like most of my ceramics over here. Some of these, the toys here that you see in the slots, are some of the action figure toys, Beanie Baby type toys that were available over in Japan for the George Lucas Super Live Adventure back in the early 90s. They're extremely rare. They have a whole set, and I have the whole set here.
Okay.
Here's a Tomy stuffed, not really an action figure, but a stuffed plush figure that Tomy made for the Japanese market earlier this year for the release of Episode 2. Below that are 3 lightsaber called light-ups, mega collectibles that they made of Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul, and Anakin Skywalker. That the lightsabers light up.
How do they light up?
There's a battery.
Okay.
In the back of each figure.
And like a little beam of light shoots out? Or?
Yeah, right up through the blade.
Can you actually like? It doesn't look like a lightsaber though.
Not really.
Okay.
Not too well.
Yeah.
These aren't open, but I have seen the ones that have been opened before, and yeah, but they're pretty cool figures. These are pretty nice. These are a full set of the action figures that the Walt Disney World down in Orlando, Florida, put out last summer and again this summer that were only available at the studios down there. They made them for the Star Tours ride. They're the robots that that you can see before you go on the ride down in Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a life-size Jar Jar Binks. It's not really a toy, but I guess he's been considered a life-size action figure for some people. I have a lot of the signed action figures on the wall that are encased in the carded plastic cases that have been signed by the actors who played them. Admiral Motti from the original Star Wars movie. Down here behind Jar Jar is another action figure, Captain Pitt. They sign the back of the cards in usually gold marker.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, that's fine.
It sounds like
everybody kicks that thing.
Again, like there's $10,000.
That's just one of those blow-up toys. The gentleman that played Darth Maul, Ray Park, that's one of his signed action figures, as well as the guy that played Darth Vader, David Prowse. I don't know if you'd really consider this a toy.
Yeah, I was wondering what that is.
It's a display. It was a display that they put up in the Toys R Us and Walmarts, Super Walmarts, in the Star Wars aisles to promote Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Was this one of those things that you could just ask for, or did you have to pay pretty bucks for it? Or?
You could get these off of eBay and pay quite a bit of money because of shipping. I actually got this one from a collector down in Maryville, Tennessee. They auctioned this one off down at the Walmart down there, and that particular collector was not into the displays like I was, so I bought it from him.
Okay.
This is a kind of a neat little toy. This is the Star Wars limited edition action figures that you could get at Walmart last year for Christmas. They're coming out with one this year for Christmas for 2003 that you can only get at Walmart with Yoda in a Santa costume. So these are pretty highly collectible right around the holidays.
Okay. And would most people open these up and play with them, things like that? Are they for kids or?
Not really. These were aimed more at. I can get it to stay up there. These were aimed more at the collectors. These particular ones were with the packaging the way they are. You can actually take these out of the packagings, and there's a card, like a Christmas card, that you could send along with it that says Merry Christmas from Star Wars and on. But most of these were aimed specifically for collectors, and most of the collectors that I know that have them keep them in the package.
Okay.
I think John, matter of fact, John bought his from me. If you ask him about it,
Nice.
When you go from there, I had 2 of these, and he bought my extra one, and he still has it in the package.
He still has his in the package?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
Are you able to say anything about how maybe the companies have become savvier about marketing things to people they know are collectors? I mean, has that changed? I mean, when they first put them out, they were just toys. Nobody was collecting them, but they must have become, collectibles at some point.
Yeah. Within the last 10 years, the market's changed because they've gone from just being for the toys or for the kids, toys just specifically for the kids, to a lot of these larger companies, Walmart's, a lot of the department stores. They're specifically going for collectors in mind because they know they can sell a lot more of them and raise the price a little bit higher. But the quality's also risen too. The sculptures are a lot better. The packaging's a lot better, but then the price is a lot higher. A lot of times they'll put limited edition on the box. Sometimes that kind of misleads a lot of the people because they think limited edition means that there's only a certain number of them made, where limited edition might only mean that that's limited to that particular store or that particular time frame.